Today I want to talk to you about business energetics, because if you're a spiritual entrepreneur, if you're an intuitive creator, then energy is a big, big part of your success. And a lot of intuitives, a lot of spiritual entrepreneurs who come to me recognize that fact that yes, energy is everything. But then sometimes they forget that, sales are not coming in. Money is not coming in as much as they'd like. And instead of focusing on their energy or their business's energy, they immediately go into the external world. Oh, what's the strategy? Oh, what am I missing? Oh, what's the template? It's never those things. It's always your energy, and energy is always fixable, right? So in this video, I'm going to cover like the main sorts of things you want to be looking at in terms of your business energetics and how simple this gets to be. It's nothing scary. It's nothing woo-woo. Like, this is literally your energy field, which is science, and how, I'm sorry guys, I'm like ovulating and I'm feeling hot. So yeah, fanning. So whether you are showing up and you've built your business as a company, or whether you are showing up as an individual like me and you're just doing your thing on social media, either way, if you're making money online and you're providing value of some sort, that is literally business, right? You make money in exchange for value. That's literally all business and entrepreneurship clearly is. And energy, the way you show up is all energy. If you're showing up as this shy person, as this person who's like, I'm only here to make money, like that energy is felt. If you're showing up because you're purely passionate about what you do and you absolutely love it, that energy is also felt. You have your favorite creators because you can see they absolutely love what they're doing. And then when they have that switch in their energy field as well, you can also feel that, right? Because energy cannot be created. It cannot be destroyed. Energy is only transferred. So ask yourself every time in your business, what energy are you transferring to your clients, to your customers? And what energy are you also sitting in that is being poured into your business? Because there are so many creators who will create businesses from a mentality and an energy of lack. If you are creating from survival mode, guess what you're going to attract from your business? Because that's the energy you're pouring into. You're transferring your energy into your business model, into your offers, into the way you're creating offers. All of that stuff matters. It really matters more than most people are even talking about in the online spaces. Everybody's just like, hustle, do action, just grind harder than everybody else. Yes, there is the truth to that. I do work very hard in my business. I wouldn't say I work hard, actually. That's the wrong word. I work with passion and with enthusiasm, and I pour into that just as much as most of you who have jobs will be pouring into your jobs. Like, I also work really, really hard for my relationship. I don't work hard. Again, I'm using hard because it's so autopilot, but it's like I work for my relationship. I put in the effort. That's what it is. It's you reap what you sow. That's one of the laws of the universe, right? The law of compensation clearly states you reap what you sow. So I sow my seeds, and I sow high quality seeds into my relationships. I have high quality fucking relationships because that's what I like to receive back. I sow high quality videos out into TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, like whichever platform I'm posting on at that moment in time. I will sow a lot of fucking good shit because then I reap the benefits of that. And even this is not about reaping the benefits. That's like a given, but I do this because I absolutely love it. I pour my energy into this because it's what I love to do every day. And I wouldn't exchange this for the world. If somebody told me you do this for free, I do it for free anyway. I started off this whole business doing everything for free, and I still do lots of things for free. And in doing that, the universe seems to just pay me and bless me in like all these abundant different ways, right? But again, I choose to do what I do because I absolutely fucking love it. And I always choose to come onto these videos with the intention of what energy am I sitting in? What energy am I pouring into my people? I don't want to pour in shit. I don't want to just sit here and just create content for the sake of creating content. No, that is not what I'm doing here. I literally have my old whiteboard that I used to teach on some of my videos. Those of you who've watched those, you know what I'm talking about. Those of you who don't, you might find them on your binge here. But on my whiteboard over here, I've literally got my Intuitive Creator, my main program, which is literally what I'm doing now every single day in there, teaching intuitives how to become abundant creators their way, the exact steps. So everything that I pour into YouTube, I'm pouring into there, but with much more of a system in the vault, in the training vault, right? And I've put down on my whiteboard every single struggle that I have been through on my journey here, and every single struggle that comes through from people who are inside any of my programs. They let me know because I've popped a little question for everybody of what are your struggles, what are your deepest desires? And then I work hard to make sure that those are all targeted so that they have the answers, so that they have the solution of, oh, okay, this is what I need to do to fix this, right? If somebody's mentioned that they have business energetic problem, I'm going to address that. I'm going to talk about that in either content or in my programs. Or both. So again, this is the work, right? But again, are you pouring from that empty cup of I'm just doing this because I need money to survive and this is like an easier way out? Or are you pouring from a space of, I fucking love what I do, I have a mission, I have a vision, I'm here to make an impact, and I absolutely pour from a full cup, and I'm actually giving genuine fucking help and genuine wisdom, genuine value, entertainment, products, whatever you're creating. Like, I've created offers before and I've sold offers. I'm not saying offers don't sell when you don't create from that energy, but your legacy offers, the intuitive business model that I teach, this is the spaces you want to become sitting in, because when you pour from this space, nothing can ever beat that. You will run circles, you will skate circles around the people who are creating from the shit energy, the lower frequency, the survival frequency, because they might fizzle out within seconds. You are building a solid foundation that's going to be so robust by the time you get to the levels or the goals or whatever it is that you're choosing, right? For the external, the material world. So, if there is a problem in your business energetics, I want you to ask yourself a few questions. I made a few notes here, like I always do for my videos. So I have here the way you are showing up in your content. So number one, your visibility. This is your marketing engine, right? Marketing is all about putting yourself out there so people know about you. Apple did it. If Apple didn't plaster themselves everywhere, would we know about the Apple phones? Probably not. You have to market yourself. If you are the business, you have to put yourself visibly out there. And Apple don't stop marketing today. Have you noticed that? They haven't sat there growing to like billions and going, oh, now our work is done. We've made it. Competitors like Samsung will override them in seconds if they chose to do that and sat back. So why do we think that we are then entitled to just sit back? Now, some people, you might be watching this, you're like, I'm just here to build a small little cute business and that's it. Like, I'm not talking about those types of businesses. Those businesses have different business leaders and coaches. People who come into my spaces, they're here because they are here to make a big fucking impact. They're here to be leaders in their own realms and industries and niches. And in order to do that, there is no stopping. So this is why it's important to get your business energy right from the beginning so that you can continue on this path. When I chose to come online in this online space in the coming up to 6 years ago now, I didn't do it from the wrong energy. I did it from my soul, which is why it first started with astrology, because that's what my soul was guiding me to do. It's one of the biggest tools and I use it today in my legacy offers. Astrology is the first blueprint I go to in my one-to-one sessions with people. Again, the links for all of these are in the description box below, you guys. But this is the work. I always start with astrology. The next thing I do is tarot and oracle and channeling. And that was the second platform that I built with 12,000 followers on there now on TikTok. And Instagram, 10,000. Again, a mix of astrology, mindset, and magnetism. You know, all the things that I learned along my journey to becoming an online spiritual entrepreneur. So again, what energy are you choosing to create your content from? Are you creating from, I created from a space, when I started astrology, I was creating from a space of, I just want to teach astrology my way. And when I came on YouTube, it's like, I just want to teach my business the way I've grown it, the way I make money online, my way. I just want to teach everything my way. TikTok, I started as a tarot reader. I was just like, I'm just going to channel for people and give out what's going to help them my way. Everything's done my way. And that's the most important thing. And I think everybody who comes into my world, they're like, oh, Jenny, you're so authentically you. And it's just like, yeah, because I never tried to copy anybody else. And I see so many people trying to copy, and that's why they're not getting the results. And then they're sitting there scratching their head and they're like, why is it not working? Well, because you're trying to be someone that you're not. You need to be you. Your soul has a blueprint. And I keep banging on about this, right? So go into all your main areas that you are doing, like marketing, selling, offers, offer creation, finances, whatever the thing is in your business, because we carry all the different hats. If you've got team members, again, going into those teams and really picking out the energetics of like, what is working really, really well, keep doing that and double down on those things, which means do more of those things that are working. What is not working for you so well, zone in on that. Focus in on that and go to the energy point of it, right? So I'm going to give you a couple examples. If you find that you have money blocks, I want you to zone in on asking yourself with your energy, are you creating from survival? When you create from survival, the questions you are asking yourself might look like, I'm doing this because I need money. I need to sell. I need to should never be in your vocabulary. That's survival. We are abundant beings. And I can tell you this from being and creating my entire business in the brokest of broke in the UK. I'm telling you, I was on the government system. And if I can do it from that space and shift from a lack mindset and a lack energy to one of abundance that does not chase money, that's when money starts to flow to you. So I'm telling you now, if you are creating from that space of, I need money, so I need to create, that's a wrong fucking energy. you know you have to tweak and fix your energy around money there. Okay. Again, if you are asking yourself around sales, are you not seeing enough sales? Then again, is it an energy thing? Or if you know that you're creating from abundance and you have a product that you know you're 100% excited about, and your energy is right, then you know it's a strategy problem. So then it's like, okay, what action am I not doing? What action am I not taking right now that is resulting in less sales? Because it's so easy as intuitives to go, oh no, it's just about love, like love and light and manifestation. It's like, no, we have to take inspired action. So what is your strategy for selling? How are you selling? Now this, I'm not talking about icky, sleazy sales. Like I don't do that shit ever. I do soft sales, which means I'll mention my product here and there in my pieces of content when I feel like, oh, people might need it or they might need to know about it. And it's an invitation. That's how I do my selling because that's what works for me and my unique blueprint. What works for me might be very different for you. Some people like to outright at the end of their videos, at the middle of the videos, place something inside and just be like, by the way, if you haven't heard about my program, blah, 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 blah. I just simply go, by the way, this is what I'm doing with my clients inside of Intuitive Creator. This is the work that we do on a daily basis, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll carry on with my point because it actually just flows out of me really naturally that way. So I don't even have to think about it. It doesn't even feel like selling to me. It's just mentioning my offer so that people know about it, right? So again, are you not doing that? Are you not actually voicing that stuff? Because like I said before, Apple doesn't stop marketing their product. You have to keep marketing yourself. You have to keep talking about your offers because people need to hear your offer. At least this is sales psychology, simple psychology. Again, psychology is a science, just like spirituality is a science. Business is a science when you come from a spiritual angle. Sales psychology states a person has to see something or hear about something at least a minimum of 7 times before they decide to buy. If you're not mentioning that one offer that you're trying to sell at least as a minimum of 7 times to the one person, you are going to have a sales problem. So again, asking yourself the right questions. Is it energy or is it strategy? Because we need both, right? The intuitive entrepreneurship, the intuitive creator journey is about both. It's about the yin, the yang, the masculine being the yang, which is strategy, marketing. We have to go and fix those issues if those are the issues. But at the same time, we've got to go to the inside, which is our energy, the feminine, and fix those leaks in the business if that's what's causing the issues, okay? Next could be the wrong action. There are so many people who come in and they're like, oh, Janie, this is my problem. I haven't got this many followers. Oh, I'm getting like weird followers and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, well, what is your content strategy? Oh, I don't have one. I'm just posting. Like, yeah, you're taking action, you're posting, but do you have a strategy behind it? Nah, I just feel like flowy and just doing, yeah, flowy's cool. You can flow, but there has to be intention. What's the intention then? If you don't like the word strategy, what's the intention behind you posting the content? There has to be an end reason behind what you are posting. Like, what is the person on the other side getting? For me, every time I post here, it's education. It's education or transforming the person on the other side, right? So if you're watching this, it's to educate you or it's to transform you in some way, shape, or form. My programs literally go deeper and we do this work together where you get more and more in depth, right, of how to actually apply this to your specific business. So wrong action could also lead to shitty results. So again, where are you possibly taking wrong actions? A lot of entrepreneurs, what they do as well is keep themselves busy in things that don't actually make them get results. They'll be like doing all this content, but the content's not actually directly speaking to the people they want to be speaking to, or it doesn't have a strategy, like I said, where it pulls people into their spaces where they actually get to work with them on a deeper level, where they actually get to provide transformation. You're building a business, not just a follow account that does nothing, because followers can literally follow you and then just sit there. You're not there to just sit there and look pretty. You're here to make an impact, and you making an impact means being of service. You can only be of service if you're actually providing that service to your audience, and you have work to do there to allow them to come into your spaces, right? That is a process. That is a system. That is what we do inside of Intuitive Creator, like I've mentioned before. Again, is your business model not aligned? This is another question I'd be asking. If you're feeling like your business energy is wrong, do you have the right business model for you? Because you can make money multiple different ways, infinite different ways, different channels, different sources, different products, different price points. All of this, everything makes money, right? I make money in my sleep on digital products, and I make money when I'm going for a curly haircut, like with just mentioning what I do and somebody booking me in. Money can be made in all different ways, right? I also make money on Vinted. That's separate to my business. This is what I mean. There's so many different avenues. So what is your business model? Because again, if you've just taken on affiliate marketing, or you're doing something that's not actually from your core, it's not your soul essence, or you've picked up one teacher who told you you need to do masterclasses and you need to launch like this, and it's like, but that doesn't feel aligned to you, of course your business model is going to be misaligned. So you need to scrap that. You need to go back to the drawing board and rejig. Who did you come here to be? What is your core business model? What do you want to actually fucking do? This is the question I came back to time and time again. And I'm like, I've learned all the skills that I needed up until this point of like, okay, I know how to make money online. I know how to create digital offers and sell them, sold out. I've done masterclasses, sold out. I've done one-to-one offers. I've done high ticket offers, low ticket offers, all the things. I've done memberships and did launches and got people in on the regular, and then decided, okay, I need to scrap everything and I need to really think. And I took 3 months off, 3 months, because that's what my business needed. That's what my business energy needed. Okay. So you have to be able to give yourself what you need at that moment in time to really get clear and get the clarity. Those of you who want more of that, I have a one-to-one now, which is available. You can check the link at the bottom of here and go and book in if you need that. Again, this is what I'll do for you in less than like 2 hours. We get this all cleared for you. So you've got crystal clear clarity, because without clarity, you're just going to create more and more loops and loops and loops of going and banging your head around the wall. And some people even give up at this point, right? So again, have you outgrown, or have you got the wrong business model? If you've outgrown, again, this is part of the journey of a spiritual entrepreneur. If you've outgrown a business model, your job is then to learn, okay, where is my next evolution taking me? Again, Apple keep creating new specs, new products. All these big companies in the world, they keep evolving, they keep growing. They don't just stagnate, right? And that's why they become the best of the best. So again, when you feel that stagnation calling to you, you know it's time to shift. You know it's time to change. Don't be afraid of changing. Don't be afraid of tweaking. Don't be afraid of going back into the experimentation. Do what you need to do, because these are the things that is going to shift and amplify and boost your sales, your business energetics, all of that stuff. These are the questions you want to be coming back to. And this is what I want to normalize as well. If nobody told you, this is what's normal in business. In spiritual online business, this is very normal. Keep doing it. Okay. And the last thing that I want to leave you on is, again, with business energy, the one thing that a lot of people forget is their nervous system regulation. This is important. Why? One of the examples I gave you is survival. If you're in survival mode, the only way for intuitives, the only way, and this is coming from every fucking millionaire that I've worked with, from Aaron Doughty to Manifestation Babe, Catherine Zangina, to Victor Odo, they all have, and my current mentor, my current coach who I've invested in, they all earn millions, and they all do breath work to regulate their nervous system, because then most intuitives, our nervous systems have been programmed so deeply that it's hard for our bodies to calm, to relax, especially when you're trying to increase your money, when you're trying to increase sales in your business. Your nervous system is not ready for it. Your subconscious mind will drag you down and put up a wall. So breath work, deep, I do VU breaths, which is like you fill your belly up. You can just Google this and ChatGPT it as well. But I basically fill my belly, like expand your belly on the in breath. And then when you release and you go, instead of going, you're just going until all the air is out, and then taking more breaths in, right? And you can set intentions around this of going, I am accepting higher levels of income in my business. I'm opening the doors to more sales in my business, all this stuff. And then letting your body know you are safe. You are safe, you are safe, you are safe, you are safe to receive all of the stuff. Those of you who want me to do like actual affirmations of what you can put in and what you can plug in, what you can say to yourself, let me know. But again, ChatGPT is really good for all this shit. This is the stuff that I teach. I also give prompts inside of Intuitive Creator of how you can actually work with this for your astrology blueprint, for the prompts that you need for your vagus nerve system, like all of the stuff. This is business energetics in the most simplest form. Like, I'll do more videos for those of you who want, but you need to be doing this work. Like this video, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Mwah.